Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone and you're watching my Project 2 review video for Mobile Development Frameworks 1, Term 1309. So this week's project went so-so. I ran into a bit of a time crunch as typically happens, and that there's a few things in it in my project that I'm not particularly happy with. But we'll get to those in a sec. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and get it running. For this project, I decided to go ahead and extend my Project 1, the album tracker app, and then also implement the navigation bar and the tabs. So to get to the custom cell table view, you just tap on the first image. One thing I am really happy about is that I was able to implement adding the covers for all the albums, and then it also adds them into the detail view as well. I also got the edit function to work again, although I wasn't able to hook it in. You can also add an edit button into the navigation bar. I tried a few different things with that, including customizing the set edit method or set editing method, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get that to actually link in and add in the editing style, unfortunately. There is one weird thing about this, which it's not really weird because this page right here is getting made every time you click something. So let's go ahead and delete both the Amaranth albums. And then if you go home and then click again, they're both back again. I know that's because the way my pseudo data source is set up. It's a NS mutable array. It just kind of bugs me. Uh, so yeah, let's go ahead and go on to the ad. This is my freeform view, and it's just a mock-up of a CRUD. Unfortunately, it's not actually really implemented. And there's one thing about this that I haven't had time to address yet, and I'm going to show you right now, and that's getting the text fields covered up by the keyboard. So if I select down here, it doesn't scroll it. I did try to embed it into a scroll view. Unfortunately, that didn't give me the results I needed. But unfortunately, I had to move on to the next part to get the app as a whole finished up. So as of right now, all the Save Album button does is actually hides the keyboard. And that's it for that view. And then my third view is for my 2 research, and then also there's supposed to be a bio. Unfortunately, that's not actually finished yet. The bio's not written, I should say. But you click it over and it gives the author name, the title, an abstract, source, and link. I unfortunately also wasn't able to figure out how to make the link live or how to get it. This label is actually set to 3 lines, but because there's no gaps in the link itself, it won't wrap it to the next line. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to figure out how to get that fixed yet. But then it goes to a different one for the other. And then the bio, right now it just says my name, and then a bio will go here. Unfortunately, that just hasn't happened yet. Time was just a big issue, unfortunately, but it's kind of the way it goes most of the time. So I reused my icons. I also built my own icons, a house for home, plus for ad sign, and then I couldn't really figure out what to do for the other because it's a research and bio. So I just did a star. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump through the code real quick. There is quite a bit of it, so I'm going to be really brief here. In the app delegate, we set up our different view controllers and our nav controllers. Nav1 is a child. Nav1 sets view controller 1 as a child, I should say. And then Nav2 sets view controller 3 as a child. That would be the other view. So then we have the custom cells from Project 1, although I did have to do some finagling to get that to work again properly. I kind of had a bit of a facepalm moment, actually, with it turned out that my custom view cell wasn't actually linked up to its view controller, and I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out what was going on with that, and then it kind of just dawned on me that I hadn't linked it up. So yeah, that was a bunch of time wasted, but I did get it working, so that's good. And then a lot of stuff in here is actually implemented from my Project 1. There was one thing that I wanted to point out too. With adding my album covers to the cells and the detail view, I originally spent not a significant amount of time, but some time working out how to remove the spaces, and then I actually replaced them with a dash, and it worked beautifully. Actually, I was able to get both the detail view and the custom table cell to display the album covers. But then it dawned on me that I could just do it in the same fashion that I'm doing the band name and the album name, with a static array, and then you know putting it on that way. So I actually commented out what I did with adjusting the string, replacing the spaces with dashes, but I kept it there just because I think that could come in handy. I'm hoping to finish the CRUD and also have a spot where you can upload a picture for an album cover, and then get the name of the album cover by messing with the album name and then adding PNG at the end of it. So I went ahead and kept those there, just so it's easy to get to. So then we go to the detail view. This is mostly from Project 1, although I did have to add in the cover image and synthesize that. The second view is here. Again, I'm really hoping I can figure out how to get the view itself to scroll so the keyboard's not covering everything up. And then the third view is rather basic. I just have my static arrays of author name and abstract and source link, and then that all goes through onto the research label, or onto the research view, I should say. It's same with the bio view, although I haven't written the bio part, and I'm also currently putting in the my name statically, as well as a bio will go here. Oh, actually, I'm on the wrong one. Yeah, here. Again, those literally just got put in 20 minutes ago, so I'm hoping to mess with that some more before I turn in the full project. I do have about an hour and 40 minutes at this point, but I do have to finish up this video. So yeah, some things that I think could have gone better would be definitely the CRUD. Even if I wasn't able to actually make it fully functional where you could actually save new stuff in it, I really want to get that keyboard thing figured out, because that's really bugging me. And then I also want to finish the bio, and just kind of tighten everything up a little bit. There's a couple of little layout things that I don't really like, such as the edit button. If you notice, it's pressed up against the nav bar. That's because it's pressed up against the view in Interface Builder, and if I pull it down, the constraints wouldn't let me edit the constraints, and then it would be covered by the nav bar, or it would pop up into the middle of a custom cell. So yeah, little stuff like that bugs me quite a bit, actually. In this project, I did learn that it can be pretty complicated to implement all this stuff just in code. In hindsight, it probably would have been a lot faster if I would have went through storyboard. But I made a conscious decision when I first watched the storyboard videos that I wanted to do it in code, just so I know I can really learn. But yeah, this project got pretty complicated, so it got a little bit more difficult to really follow along everything. But I managed to get through it at least fairly reasonably. So yeah, I guess that's about it. This has been Eli Freestone, Project 2 for MDF1, Term 1309. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.